This next case, they had already filed, and when I reviewed their paperwork, they did not mark the spousal support at all. They left it completely blank. And we see that quite a bit where people they'll just skip right over the spouse support that maybe they don't understand. They're probably saying, here's what I think you're doing. I don't want spouse support. I'm not going to check any boxes under the spousal support section. I think it's number 8 on page 2 of the petition. So when that happens, and you're going to do a true default, again, becomes the problem on a true default, no agreement. If you don't check a box, specifically, you make an error anywhere on the form, you don't add property when there is, you don't mark the spouse, like in this case, they wanted to terminate spouse support, you can't then file a judgment, default judgment asking for it to be terminated. Here's the idea and theory behind why people don't respond. You file the case saying, this is what I'm requesting in the petition. The 30 days go by, there's no response. You can file the judgment, but it has to mirror and match what you request in the petition. The theory being the respondent didn't respond because they agreed to the petition. So you can't then go changing things. And that was the issue with these clients. They filed it, not checking off any box on the petition regarding spouse support, but she wanted to terminate spouse support. So what I asked her, and I always ask folks, and I will ask you, is if you are going through a divorce, to do whatever you can to get your spouse to work with you and sign off on the paperwork. They don't have to file a response. They just need to sign off on the settlement agreement. There's a huge difference between it being a default with agreement, meaning the respondent signed the settlement agreement, and a true default, no agreement at all. So in this particular case, I said, hey, will your spouse sign off on everything? And they said, well, I think I'll ask. So we had her ask. And he said, yeah, he'll cooperate and sign off on everything. So we were able to actually move forward with that. And because by agreement, we can supersede the petition. When it's a default no agreement, there's nothing, you cannot supersede what you requested. So we were able to just pick up and actually finalize your case today. He's very pleased with that because we didn't have to amend or refile anything because he's now going to be in agreement.